Okay, so it's cold outside. I'm not in Japan right now. I'm in Korea. I'm on my way to Vietnam, and you have to stop somewhere on the way to Vietnam, so I decided to make it a longer layover and picked a country where I didn't have to get a visa to stay for a few days. So I'm in Seoul right now, and wandered around into one of the old imperial palaces, and there was a nice temple, little Buddhist temple. It was really busy. Tons of people in there praying all at once. The busiest I've ever seen a temple, aside from maybe a Japanese New Year. But then I was walking down the street, and I'm in the district for Buddhist goods. This is all the supplies for Buddhist temples. And there was a little tea shop, and it said free tea tastings. So I came in, and I looked at some of the tea stuff, and then I sat down, and they said, oh yeah, here you go, and here, try some tea. They're just little cups of tea. And after my second cup, because they just keep pouring you tea. As long as you're sitting there, there's more tea coming. This older guy who's sitting down next to me just starts talking to me about it, and he says, oh, do you like tea? And he says, this is fermented tea. I said, so how old is this tea if it's been fermented? 22 years. 22 years, that's a pretty old tea. I've never had 20-year-old tea. And the old shop owner, her daughter was running the tea ceremony for a while. It was different from Japanese tea ceremony, not as stiff. Everyone's just sitting and talking, and the tea keeps flowing, and they reuse the tea leaves many times. And they just keep pouring you cups of tea. The whole ritual of heating the cups and pouring the excess tea over this little Buddhist statue, and they just keep serving you. It's all done with basically a giant wooden pair of tweezers, so they never touch your cup. They just touch their own, and they keep drinking with you. And they lit some really nice incense. And I asked them about the incense, found out that they sell it, so bought some incense as a souvenir. And the young woman got up, and her mother, the woman who I'm assuming was her mother, came and sat down instead. And they talked to me a little bit, surprised to know that I live in Japan. And the guy who was sitting down next to me is a PhD in atmospheric science. And he was talking to me about tea, and the old woman changes teapots, and she brings out a different tea, and she goes, oh, this is tea we should drink. This is 30-year-old tea. So I was drinking my birth year of tea today, just walking down the street in Seoul. It was one of those things, they were really surprised that the foreigner just sat down with them, and typical rushing touristy things, something I wouldn't have seen. But I sat down, for the last hour and 20 minutes, I've just been having tea. And listening to conversation and understanding almost nothing, but enjoying the laughter and conversation and just having tea. I think I had about 10 cups of tea. Really awesome. But it's cold. It was snowing in the morning, which was awesome. And now that I've seen some of the older stuff and tea stuff, I think I need to go find some electronics districts and see whatever other adventures I can find. Can't make it too late of a day today, though. I have a tour tomorrow morning of the demilitarized zone. So, and hopefully I can find a way to get these videos up online. Alright, catch you later.